Giovanni here from Two Down Gaming. We're going to take Tech Time a slightly different route from here on out. Instead of just helping you solve problems with your consoles, we're going to help you solve your headset problem too. So with me today is Bryce, also known as Sewn Silent. He's going to help me do the reviews on these because this guy goes in depth with every headset he has ever bought, probably with every headset he ever will buy, and I wouldn't doubt that he reviews his girlfriends too. But he digs deep, and he finds every flaw with the headset, he finds every good thing about the headset. So we're going to be talking to him and see exactly which headset is the best headset for everybody in the friggin' world. So, what's our first headset that we're going to do?
Oh, we've got an older one. It's the PlayStation Pulse Elite. Retail about $100, $110, depending on where you get it from.
And these really aren't in stores much anymore, but you can still find them online, direct from Sony and like on Amazon.
Yeah, eBay and stuff like that. Anywhere you can get a third-party seller.
Oh. Third-party sellers for a first-party headset, you know.
Yeah.
Whatever floats your boat.
But yeah, like I said, they're about $100, $110, depending on which one you get, where you get them from. They've got a lot, and I mean a lot of buttons on here. We're looking at 8 plus. I mean, you've got your volume rockers, the actual master volume, your bass impact, your virtual surround sound, your mute, your mode settings.
Now, the virtual surround sound, that's actual 7.1, right?
Yeah, the virtual surround sound is actual 7.1, and you cannot tell the difference between the virtual and digital.
So Dolby Digital is pretty much the exact same thing as this virtual 7.1.
Yep.
And I tried it on for a little while earlier after you got here, and I loved the sound out of it. I played a little bit of Bloodborne with it, and it was just amazing for the sound.
Yep.
It was like wearing the headset that I normally use, to where I could walk into a burning building in the game and hear the creaking of the wood that's burning, and I could hear the fire coming up near me.
Yep.
And this headset was great for the sound. The only thing I didn't like was the fact that it squeezes my head. No hat or anything on, and I put it on, it just clinches my freaking head right around my ears, like it was trying to make my head explode.
Yeah, and it's again, like you said, it sounds really good, especially when you can put it with the companion app, if I can ever get any words out of my mouth. But
take your time, these people aren't going anywhere.
You just download the companion app, it's free. You can go in there, and they've got a list of games that they have preset that you can switch over, and it takes just a few minutes for it to update your headset, and you can go back in, reset you to your defaults if you want to.
I know Bloodborne is one of those games, but you know of any other ones that are already on the list? It's like Grand Theft Auto on there.
Grand Theft Auto isn't.
Okay, so GTA is a huge game, too. A lot of people play that, and it's not on that list.
And I didn't even see it in the gold headsets list.
Wow. That's kind of amazing, really.
Yeah. If you're going to do GTA, though, I do rather recommend putting it in shooter or in racing.
And those are the actual modes on the headset where you just push one of the buttons on there and it changes the mode.
Yeah. But, like, it has Destiny on one of the headsets. I believe it's the gold only has Destiny. And then you've got Until Dawn, Batman Arkham Knight, Bloodborne, and...
So it does have some of the bigger games, just not a lot of them.
Yeah.
And for the ones that it doesn't have, it has the manual modes on there.
Yeah, and then you can just go straight into just pure game, which still sounds really good. It's just not fine-tuned for the specific game.
Okay, so let's talk about the microphone. Where exactly is the microphone on this thing? Because I don't even see it.
The microphone is right here. There's 3 little dots that shows you where your microphone's at.
So it doesn't pull out, it doesn't flip down, nothing. It's just built in.
It is a built-in mic.
See, I didn't use the microphone part of it when I was using it earlier, but I've heard you on it. I mean, it sounds good coming through. You know, when you're your place and I'm here at mine and you're talking to me, I can hear you clearly. But that alone is enough to drive me up a wall. I have to have a real frickin' microphone. I have to be able to see it. Not that I want to swallow it or anything, you know, but I have to see my microphone to know it's there. Otherwise, I'm going to go completely silent.
Yeah, it does take a lot of getting used to, and that's part of the problem with this headset. The microphone is right there in the earpiece. You can't hear somebody's game or others in the chat, but it doesn't have any noise cancellation at all.
So if the dog barks in, you know, the neighbor's house, everybody's going to hear it.
Yeah, it's... and I think you've even noticed it. People in my house...
somebody walks through and says something to you, and I hear them perfectly fine, even though they're in like a room or two away from you.
Yeah, it picks up everything.
Another downside, then, you got to have the noise cancellation. You can't have just everything, in your world coming into your headset for everybody to hear. If you've got a baby in the house and the baby starts crying, you don't want people you're playing with to hear that baby crying, because then they're going to start thinking you're a bad parent or something.
Yeah, it's again, it comes to that price factor. If it's $100, and if you're wanting to pick these up for doing videos, don't, because there is no noise cancellation.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be horrible.
A cheaper headset and then an actual condenser mic.
Or the Blue Snowball, which is what I'm using.
Yeah.
So far, using this Blue Snowball, it's been awesome.
But,
and what about the durability on these things? Because you told me that yours is already cracked in one place, and you've only had them a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I've had it 2 weeks, brand new out of the box, and just normal use of wear and tear. Haven't dropped it, anything. Just
putting them on your head, taking them back off.
Put them on my head, put it on the rack, and got a crack in it 2 weeks in. The durability on these is not up to par at all.
And where actually do they start cracking at?
It's right within this area on where the base impact and the actual headphone connects. Right in the little groove.
So it could be not just a factor of, taking them off, putting them back on, but it could be from those rumblers constantly being in use. It could be rumbling the metal and the plastic loose.
It could. And, what I found out is if you hold it by the rumblers and then put it on your head, you're not going to get the cracking. If you grab it by
the earpiece itself,
it's hard to just grab it by the headband and put it on.
Yeah, it's a force of habit that you'd have to get used to grabbing it up there instead of all the way down by the earmuffs.
Exactly. And 50 millimeter drivers, that's where a lot of that good sound comes from. And the fact that the speakers are actually angled inward.
Yeah, so they're pushed toward your ears instead of just flat in.
It forms to your ear. And I think that's where part of the help with the virtual surround sound comes in.
Yeah, it has to be. Other than the fact that it's squeezing your head, which I don't get with them being angled like that. What is it around here? Just plastic or rubber? Or
it's faux leather.
Faux leather? So I don't get how they've got this thing to where it squeezes your head so bad unless it's the actual design up through the top area and the metal brackets.
That's what I was thinking. It's probably the band, because you got a thin metal band on top of a rigid plastic.
Well, whatever it is, something causes this headset alone to squeeze the hell out of your head. The microphone has no noise cancellation at all. Way too many damn buttons on the thing. I don't want to be sitting here, with my hands all up here constantly trying to adjust stuff when I'm trying to play a game.
Especially when people can hear it.
Yeah, and every little movement you make up there, people are going to go, dude, what the hell are you doing with your headset?
And another thing is, every time you make any slight adjustment onto it, even moving your main volume down, it pops up the notification on the screen.
So you're getting constant notifications on your frickin' screen on your TV every time you move a slider or push a button.
Yeah, the only thing I haven't seen pop up is if you use the bass, if you move the bass impact. If you do chat game or if you do master volume, it always pops up, so it's always dinging to show you that it's popped up.
Okay, well, I only use this headset for a little while. I love the sound, but overall, I'd have to say the headset's just annoyed the hell out of me.
Yeah.
So, great sound is really this thing's only strong point. Has very low durability. It has a built-in microphone with no noise cancellation at all. Yep. Is there anything else you would like to add personally about this headset?
The little USB dongle that it comes with actually has a 3.5 millimeter jack that if you plug your phone or anything into it, you can listen to your music wirelessly when you're doing other things in the house. But you can't really do it when you're gaming because you're not going to have the game audio coming through your headset.
So the 3.5 millimeter jack on there actually overrides all other sound that would come through the headset from your game or your party chat. You cannot multitask at all. No. It's only one or the other.
Yep. And every now and then, if you have friends in a party that are just fighting with each other or they're just being really annoying, every now and then, if you are in the party listening to your own music, it will pop in every now and then that you get something from the chat, but it's very seldom.
So it kind of fades itself in and out.
Yeah.
So to me, that would be another flaw of it, is that the headset itself can't make up its damn mind on what it wants to do.
Yeah.
And, you know, these could be very good reasons on why this thing really isn't in retail stores anymore.
Yeah.
And they only sell it online because Sony knows that it has major flaws to it.
Yeah.
Other than its amazing sound, no.
I mean,
The $100 is not a good price for it.
it's more of a $60 to $75 headset.
I'd have to say 40 or 50, honestly. Just because the sound is the only thing it has going for it. But, you know, overall, what would you rate this headset out of, 1 to 5 stars? What is your rating?
Because of functionality and sound, I mean, you can kind of get around the durability if you super glue it first. I'd put it more of a 3. Maybe
More
a
of a
2.5,
3.
3.
But, you know, who really wants to have to buy a brand new headset and then sit there and coat it with super glue to keep the durability up?
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to go with a 2-star. Just because the sound is the only thing this headset has going for it. So overall, from the 2-down perspective, it's going to be a 2.5-star rating on this headset.
Yeah.
So for that $100 price, not a good value at all. You're going to want to look for something else. Unless all you care about is just, oh my God, this thing sounds amazing. And then when you take it off, your ears are bleeding because it was hugging your head to death. Yeah, I mean, go ahead and buy it if all you want is the sound. If you actually care about, durability and how it feels when you're wearing it, do not pick up the Pulse Elite. Am I right?
Yeah. I mean, as soon as my next headset comes in, these are going strictly to the PlayStation 3 only.
And it's not often you even get on your PS3. You're mostly on the PS4.
Yep.
Okay, so is there anything else you'd like to add on this one before we go ahead and kill it for today?
No. I mean, we've gone over everything with the headset. It's not that great of a headset for its price.
Right. Too high of a price, too low durability, too many buttons and too many functions on it. Really great sound. Its negatives outweigh the positives way too much.
Yep.
Okay, well, that's the Pulse Elite headset. We're hoping that if we ever get our hands on the Gold Wireless, that it will actually be better than the Pulse Elite. Hopefully they've made a lot of improvements to that thing, and we can get a good review going for that one, unlike this poor Pulse Elite that pretty much deserves the trash can.
It had so much potential.
It had potential. It had.
It's just it had a really poor delivery.
Yeah. It's like getting an Amazon box with poop in it.
Pretty much.
Yeah, you got nothing. You paid $100 for a cardboard box full of crap. That's it. So anyway, that's the Pulse Elite headset, people. Hopefully this video helped you make up your mind on if you're going to pick up this headset or not. And until next time, Giovanni, peace out.
See ya.
That's Bryce because he can't say his own name. We'll see you next time. We're actually going to shoot another video here in just a little bit, so don't forget, go ahead and click the subscribe button on that next screen. You can follow us on Twitch, on Twitter. Hey, it's your call, whatever you want to do, but we love it. Every subscriber we get helps out. Helps us out, it helps you out, because the more we get, the more you're getting from us. We'll see you later.